So I've been doing some thinking, right?
I started off thinking about the pentacle, the 5 elements, different dimensions, and spheres. I started thinking about how I was watching these videos talking about how the periodic table is the sphere. It works more like a sphere of elements. And that made me think that, when we talk about a sphere, we're not really talking about a third-dimensional shape. We're talking more about a 4-dimensional orb. Something that functions more like this, with, I guess, a singular point of awareness that has an expansion in many different directions. Not just up, down, left, right, in and out. And then I started hearing about these time crystals, which science is basically theorizing is a 4th-dimensional state of matter. And that had me thinking about astrology because the planets reflect certain cycles that happen on Earth in humans. A woman's menstrual cycle is about 28 to 38 days, same way as the moon cycles. So if the 3rd-dimensional reality we live in right now is a reflection of a 4th-dimensional reality, then that means the 4th-dimensional reality would have to be a reflection of a 5th-dimensional reality, and so on and so on. In that sense, different dimensions would have to work as mirrors as each other, or as like different bubbles. But like 4th-dimensional bubbles, not like bubbles. And for my basis for all of this, I've been studying 369 from Nikola Tesla, which is basically representing the birth, life, and death cycle. Everything in its basically simplest form is energy. So far, we talk about protons, neutrons, and electrons, but there's more. Because although reality can be somewhat simplified, it is not always simple. So energy is the basis. It's the intentions. And then you have frequency. What do you do with those intentions? And then death, which is the result of these two to create something new. But also, because it's a cycle, it's in preparation for the next cycle. Birth transitions into life, life transitions into death, and then death transitions back into birth. Which is honestly why death shouldn't really be feared because it's not as final as we think it is. Being able to synchronize all these and put them in alignment is how manifestation works. And there's so much more to it. I believe that time is a state of matter of the 4th dimension, and awareness is a state of matter of the 5th dimension. Dimensions basically function as how many states of matter exist at once. Living in the 3rd dimension, quote-unquote, we have 3 levels of depth. We've got length, width, and height. Liquids, solids, and gases. Time, being a 4th dimensional state of matter, is about the connections between all of these. Time is length, width, height, the connection between those. It's liquids, solids, gases, it's everything. And then awareness is a 5th dimensional state of matter, because it would include all of the time crystals. And the more we expand our awareness, the more connected we become with the present moment and the infinite of existence.